Both stay down as a result.
Oh, a bit bizarre. Bit of a tangle under the challenge. Longolo doesn't really realise he's there, just tries to swipe through the ball high up, but Ampadu does well, gets in the way, but collects one at the same time.
So Longolo is now back on his feet. Ampadu long since. Leeds have a free kick in a position of some promise. Somerville will be the deliverer. As we hit the half-hour mark in the game here at Ellen Road, still all square. Can Leeds make this one count? Somerville flicked on by Ampadu, almost works its way across the penalty area, but it's cleared out as far as James. Kamara goes wide to Jorginho. Plays it back to Kamara, heading for the byline, not going to get there though. And again, another tangle, and this time the award goes the way of Birmingham City.
Yeah, Iwu, the Birmingham City defender, big and strong, just gets his body in the way. Kamara fouls him to try and get the ball back after having possession. We lose it.
Leeds swept Ipswich aside in the first half of the game here, the last game here. But prior to that, this one has a lot more of the look of the game against Coventry.
You're not cheering me up, Bryn.
Well, you've got your new electric motorised golf bag to do that.
Get in there. No, but I want these boys to cheer me up even more. 3 points is what we need. And you're right, we haven't quite got going, but I don't know, I just sense if we can get one, maybe then we can relax just a little bit more and go on and beat this side. Because let's be honest, they're not offering too much going forward, are they, Birmingham City? But say individual players that can be dangerous, but you know, we're going to have plenty of possession.
And will momentarily switch off from Firpo perhaps there. Lost his man, but Burke made a bit of a mess of it with a heavy touch. And Leeds were spared. Somerville. Oh, Ampadu. I think it was meant for Rodon. Leeds are now having to get back behind the ball quickly. Sunjic. On it goes to Longolo to carry it forward. Still going. Gray blocks him, and it'll go out for a throw-in right by the corner flag.
Once again, good positioning from Archie Gray. Longolo, you know, he's just going to try and find a yard and whip it in behind, but Archie knows that, so he's just staying that yard deeper. Good play.
Subs down below, including Tyler Roberts on the end of the row there, former Leeds man. Longolo. Sunjic into the middle. Flag is raised. First time the assistant on that far side's lifted it, I think. And Leeds will have a free kick. Just to mention that Cody Drammer is obviously on loan at Birmingham at the moment, but Leeds being the parent club, he, having played in the last game for them, is not eligible to play in this one today. Clarkson. Ready to put as much distance on this one as he can into that Birmingham half. James, great leap. Beat Longolo in the air then. Sanderson volleys it back from whence it came. Clarkson stretches and catches and bowls it out quickly. Now Firpo can have a little bit of a run here. Leeds want to keep the pace in the movement with Somerville now on the ball. Back it goes to Kamara. Across the middle to Gray and wide to Dan James. James to attack the edge of the penalty area. Clips a good ball in. Bamford! Patrick Bamford with a headed goal for Leeds United. What a moment for him. First goal of the season. First goal since last April. And what an important goal it could be. Lovely ball in from James. Fine headed finish from Patrick Bamford. Leeds United 1, Birmingham City 0.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Bamford finally scores. I'm sure he's absolutely delighted. Big smile on his face, but Dan James What a magnificent cross that was. We moved the ball really quickly. We found space on the right. Chinked, and that little chip up is excellent into the danger area. What I love about this goal as well, Bamford doesn't try to do too much with the header. Allows the ball to come onto his forehead and just guide it past the keeper. From so close out, Ruddy has got no chance to react in time. There's the half a yard. Clip it up to the back stick. And Bamford's done the rest.
Great sight. Patrick Bamford in full flight. Patrick Bamford scores a goal. So Leeds have cracked that Birmingham defence in the last 10 minutes of this first half. Longolos touches poor, his pass is poor into the ranks of those substitutes warming up. The ball travels and Pat Bamford's name rings out around Ellen Road.
Nance's way out with our noses in front. It becomes certainly a mental challenge to make sure we keep it tight, give nothing away, keep going for that second goal, keep doing the right things, but concentrations defensively are vital.
Well, there's some wonderful footwork again from Jorginho there. He was right down below us, so he had the perfect position to watch all of that, and inevitably at the end of it, he just gets brought down. Happens so often. Look at this.
He's nutmegged him again. He didn't even know it. Then touch, gets away from people.
That little step over at the end of it just threw everybody off, Sunjic in particular. So he's on a card. Rodon across the back to Liam Cooper. Birmingham City, like Leeds, are a club with American ownership now. Famously, Tom Brady, the NFL star, is part of the ownership consortium. He was at the game at St Andrews earlier in the season.
He was with his entourage walking around the pitch. I'm sure he expected, with the signing of Wayne Rooney as manager, to things to improve, but it certainly hasn't worked out that way.
I didn't recognise him. I'm not a big NFL fan, so when I saw this huge entourage and this big guy,
the big guy in the camel coat,
exactly, that's exactly what it was. And it was only as I walked through the midst of some people taking pictures of him, I realised that actually, oh yeah, that must be Tom Brady. Sorry. Leeds have a throw in. Archie Gray to take it. Back it goes to Ethan Ampadu. And Rodon will be happy, I think, to go back to Clarkson here. That's exactly what happens.
And the best thing I can say about Clarkson is that I've actually hardly noticed him, which is good. So he's been comfortable. He's done the right thing at the right time. And so far, so good.
Somerville back to Kamara. Short ball to Ampadu. Now Rodon. Leeds content just to invite Birmingham on a little here. Somerville, as that works well. And continues his run forward down that left side for Leeds. Somerville. Ball out to Kamara. Back to Somerville. Can he get his cross in? And Firpo rather was the man in possession there, failing to get the ball into the middle. Firpo where Somerville is usually, and both wearing those bright pink boots as well.
One is slightly bigger than the other,
yeah,
so
there
I
is
think
that.
there is that as well.
Element.
But I think the good thing is we're seeing Somerville in the good areas. Here we go.
Jorginho into Somerville, just ahead of Somerville. Probably wanted that a little closer to him, but let's see what he can do with it anyway. Back it comes to Kamara. Now Firpo. Now Jorginho. Firpo breaks through the gap. Oh, it's almost cleared at Dan James. Well, it was cleared at Dan James there, but he couldn't get it under control. And now Stansfield for Birmingham is kept away from it by Joe
Excellent.
Rodon. Lovely, lovely defending from Joe Rodon. Listen to the applause around Ellen Road for his efforts there.
Absolutely. Coop's got a bit in a tangle, didn't he? But Rodon came across and cleared it up again. He really has had a fine season. I mean, such a strength at centre-half.
Only made a few minutes appearance in that game at Birmingham. He'd only just arrived. It was a very different looking Leeds United side actually that day.
Yeah.
Firpo. Jorginho, who was on the bench as well. Archie Gray, nice ball. What can he do with this? Bamford controls just with keeping the hand away. Now Ampadu. Leeds moving the ball around well now.
Yeah, that's good. See, left to right quickly. Now the space is there.
Firpo gives it to Somerville. Can take on Burke here, and he does. Burke's gone across him. Somerville's gone down. The referee sees nothing untoward with any of that, so it's cleared as far as Cooper. Firpo strong in the challenge. Left his opponent on the ground. Ampadu. Good ball. Jorginho. Jorginho looking for movement. Comes to it. Oh, it almost came for Bamford. He stepped over that one as Sanderson miscontrolled. And then, talking of miscontrol, there is a great example. Longolo is not having a lot of luck down this near side at the moment, is he?
No, he's not. He actually started quite well, got into some good areas higher up the pitch. The crosses haven't been coming in, but since we've gone a goal up, just that extra bit of pressure, he's found touch a couple of times when he's given it back to us.
5 to go in this first half, plus a little bit to be added on for Sam Byram's injury. Daniel Farke motioning players forward. Gray into Bamford. Bamford can't keep it away from Buchanan. May have a second bite at it, and Buchanan's forced to play it out. And Farke showing the neat touch with the close control again, as we've seen previously this season. Archie Gray into Jorginho. Big push in the back there by Bacuna. So obvious. And Jorginho picks himself up. Leeds get on with it. Gray back to Rodon. Kamara. Rodon again. Comes back to Joe Rodon. And Archie Gray. Now Jorginho spots the run of James. Gives it to Gray instead. Nice ball. Now James has it, and he can run at the penalty area. First time ball in. Header from Bamford. Comes away from goal. Comes back out for Jorginho. Good movement from Leeds there. Jorginho trying to put pressure on again here. It looked like a foul, didn't it? As he sent stumbling, but he's kept on his feet again. And then another challenge comes in from Longolo. But still Leeds going with Dan James. Tees it up for Kamara perhaps. Now Somerville. Somerville looking to get into the area. He's forced away, forced short to Kamara. Gets the ball back. Somerville, referee, finding himself in the midst of the passage of play here on more than one occasion. Cooper back into the centre circle to Rodon. Now Somerville, now Kamara. Leads in the little triangle. Cooper's going to play a ball wide. Great ball to Jorginho. Oh, hello.
Let's not start that just yet, but I like it.
Jorginho, well, Bacuna's fouled him again.
How many more fouls?
And Jorginho stays down again. Heavy landing, I think, there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was. It's gone for the old fancy control, which, you know what, I don't mind when you're 5-0 up with 5 minutes to go, but I'm not sure 1-0, 42 in the first half is quite the time, but got fouled again by Bacuna.
You can't coach that out of him, though, can you?
No, you don't want to either, I don't think. Yeah, it's just working out when and how to do it. You know, I think as you get further up the pitch, the more chances you can take, but the top players make those decisions of when to take the chances and when not to. More often than not, they get them right.
So Somerville with the chance to put it into the middle for Leeds United. 2 in the wall on the edge of the box. Rodon has gone up, Cooper has gone up as well. Curled in by Somerville, headed down by Firpo. Big shout for handball, well, a small shout for handball actually. Nothing doing. Leeds come again with Jorginho, this time down the left. Step over, 1, arguably 2. Kamara into Somerville, into the penalty area. Firpo tees it up for James. Just couldn't wrap his foot around it to get enough power in the shot, and Ruddy able to gather the ball into his body. Oh,
it is excellent play though. Jorginho moving here, then everywhere, allows space for Somerville to get on the ball. Once he does drive in, 1-2 with Firpo. Firpo couldn't quite get it back. Somerville wanted actually Firpo to leave it there. He was ready to hit In the end, he hit fresh air, didn't he? But James couldn't find a corner.
Firpo goes in well. Leeds end up with a throw in. And we're into the final minute of the first 45. Leeds with that 1-goal advantage here, courtesy of the Patrick Bamford header. Cooper forward to Kamara. And Joe Rodon. Ampadu. Rodon plays it to Gray. Plays it over the top. Good looking ball. If James can get there, he can. First time cross into the middle. Bamford arriving. Across the defender. Couldn't quite get it under control, but he might get a second go at this one. James also. And in the end, it's a strong challenge on Dan James from Buchanan. Sees the ball out for a Leeds throw in as the board is about to go up and tell us that there will be added time period of 4 minutes.
So 4 minutes to make sure we certainly do not concede, but keep Birmingham in their own half.
Buchanan takes his time over the delivery. James offers himself and gets the ball. Gives it away straight to Somerville. Go into Jorginho. Back it goes towards Somerville. Jorginho picks up on the clearance. Sent out towards a corner flag. Gets there. James comes across to atone for his error that almost caused real problems. Now then, Firpo. Can he get the ball into the middle? He can, James! It's in! Dan James with the finish. And Leeds have extended the advantage here. James on target again. Celebrations before half-time. It's Leeds United 2, Birmingham City 0.
Oh, really excellent play. And it's actually a deflection, isn't it, from Buchanan that takes the ball past the keeper, Ruddy. Dan James just gets something solid on it. Goalwards. And then the defender does the rest. And the poor keeper can't then react in time. But good play. We really have done well at picking the ball up in these sort of areas. And when the cross comes in, get something on it, and there's the deflection. Keeper's behind it, but he's never getting to that one. And 2-0, dare I say it, we're good value for it. We're looking comfortable. I'm not sure how Birmingham are actually going to get back in this game.
Uh-oh.
I shouldn't have said that.
What have you done?
What have I done?
There's always a way. Leeds have just got to make sure that they prevent that way manifesting itself in the remaining 46+ minutes. Great finish, and it could get better. Somerville, oh, Ruddy had to just chip it over him then. Birmingham have fallen apart.
What are they
here.
doing? What are they doing at the back?
Minutes.
Keeper chipping it over oncoming strikers. It's crazy. Carry on.
More, please. Saw it, the Ipswich backline in that last home fixture here. Pressure told. Leeds need to keep that pressure on. Ruddy clears more conventionally this time. Cooper with a header. Back into the Birmingham half. Jordan James will be disappointed with his role in the build-up to the game, the young midfielder. That
goal, just gave it away, didn't he, in the dangerous area. Looked like they recovered the situation, but they didn't.
Longolo. Dembele makes space for himself, and he shoots. It's a good save, Klaassen. Leeds United almost presented Birmingham with that opportunity. Space opened up on the edge of the area. Klaassen the saviour.
Well, I talked about the dangerous individuals. Dembele certainly is one of those. Fortunately, his finish was a poor one because it really was straight at Klaassen, who made a strange save, but most importantly, he made the save.
Leeds have defending to do in the final seconds of this first half. Birmingham feel that they could have presented themselves with an opportunity to get right back in this one there. It comes out for Longolo. Measures his cross into the middle, headed away by Cooper. Leeds will be happy just to get this one clear, perhaps. Well, it maybe could have been better there if Jorginho had been able to put it into the path of Somerville, but with the ball at the other end, quickly returned into the Leeds half. Stansfield. Jorginho is the last man back here. Can't do much against Stansfield on this occasion. Bakuna now in the final few seconds. James plays the ball wide to Burke. Burke into the edge of the area to Dembele. Dembele rolls it back to Burke. Burke into space to Longolo. And that's the end of the added time period. Where's the extra on top of it coming from here? From the referee? Not sure. Ball is out wide. Whistles go up as the ball is blocked, and that might just about see us through to half-time. It's been an all-action finish to this first half. What is the referee? Where is the added time coming from here? We're now nearly 30 seconds beyond that 4 added minute period.
Absolutely no idea. Let's just see this out. Get in at half-time, 2-0.
As the ball is with Sanderson, and there finally is the half-time whistle, and the referee belatedly